Hello YouTube, this is Ian here again, and we're working with Windows Server 2008. Here on the screen I have a couple tasks we're going to be performing to the Server 01 machine. We are going to install FTP7, we will create a FTP7 site, and we will create a FTP7 virtual directory. First, what we're going to want to do is we're going to navigate to the install file for the FTP7, which you got mine right here. You're going to double click your installer file and it's going to install it real quick. I'll skip that for you. Okay, once that's done installing, it's going to bring you to the wizard. You can go ahead and click next. We're going to accept the terms for the agreement. We'll click next. We're going to leave it the common FTP7 and then we're going to install. It's going to take a little bit to install. After it installs, we will continue with the next step on the task. Okay, once it finishes, it's going to ask for your permission. Go ahead and give it your permission and then it's going to finish installing. Okay, and that finishes. Go ahead and click finish, and once that's done, you have successfully installed FTP7. But just to check, we're going to go on the IIS Manager and see how it's changed. Now once that opens, you can see how the FTP7 configurations have been loaded into the server. So we're on to the next step. We're going to create an FTP site. Before we do that, I'm going to mention that after you install FTP7, or actually before you install FTP7, it's good to check to make sure that you don't have FTP6. If you do have FTP6, it is suggested that you remove it before applying FTP7, or else it'll cause problems on your machine. So anyways, next what we're going to do is we're going to build an FTP site. So what we're going to do is we're going to right click the site node, we're going to add FTP site. We're going to name the FTP site FTP701. We're going to browse to the physical path of inetpub.www.root. Okay, once you do that, what we're going to do is click OK. And once you do that, you can click Next. Okay, under the binding and SSL settings, we're going to click the radio button next to Allow SSL. We're going to click Next. And then for authentication purposes, we're going to put in anonymous, and for permissions, we're going to select all users, read and write. And then we'll click finish, and notice in the center right here you get the FTP701 site. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to test connection to the FTP7 website on both the Server 01 machine and the Server 02 machine. In order to do this, we'll go ahead and shoot down to the Internet Explorer tab. We're going to type in ftp://server01.contoso.com. Brings the phishing filter, you just ask me later. And then it shows the FTP root at servercontoso.com. Now what we're going to do from here is we're going to switch on over to the Server 02 machine, and we're going to test the connection on Server 02. Okay, I have started up the partner server, Server 02, and I'm going to try to connect to the same site that we connected to earlier on the Server 01 machine. Type in FTP Server 01. So what we're going to do now is we're going to test connection to the FTP website on the partner server, which is Server 02. We'll navigate to the Internet Explorer, type in server1contoso.com, and let's see if it can connect to it. Okay, Internet Explorer cannot display the web page, so it's not going to let us connect to it. The reason that it doesn't let us connect is because we haven't let down the firewall for Server 01, so we're going to do that right now. Okay, we'll close FTP server. We can minimize the IIS manager. And what we're going to do is we're going to navigate to the control panel. We will navigate to the Windows Firewall, double click that, and we're going to change the firewall settings. It's going to need your permission. We'll continue with it. We are going to select the radio button for off. We're going to click OK. Okay, so we're going to go back to the 2020 Server 02 and we're going to attempt connection. Okay, Once that happens, notice how it lets us connect on our partner server. This is because we have in fact dropped the firewall just now. Alright, and once you've done that, we have successfully completed the create an FTP website, and we have tested the connection. What we need to do now is we're going to create an FTP7 virtual directory. Now in order to do that, we'll navigate back to server 01. We're going to go back to the IIS manager, and we are going to expand sites. We are going to right click FTP 071, and we're going to add a virtual directory. For the alias, we'll use our name, student1. And for the physical path, we are going to navigate to the student folder, just right there, click OK, and then we're going to connect as. We're going to specify credentials to connect to. We're going to specify the user, we'll set. The username is going to go to contoso / student1. We're going to set the credential passwords. Okay, then we'll click OK. Then we'll click OK. Once you've specified the credentials, you can go ahead and click OK. And notice it creates a virtual directory. So what we're going to do is we're going to navigate to the Internet Explorer and we're going to test this out. But just like last time, we'll go back to the website. Notice how it gives us our website, but this time what we're going to change is we're going to add in the student folder in the URL. So we'll just type in student1, hit enter. Notice how it sends us the directory of all the folders basically that are connected or associated with the student1 account. And you notice as you can go here, you can click through these and it gives you basically an idea of how it were to work on a website. After doing that, we have completed the creating an FTP7 virtual directory. I appreciate you for watching. See you next time.